Who am I? You sure you want to know? The story of my life is not for the faint of heart. If somebody said it was a happy little tale, if somebody told you I was just an average, ordinary guy, not a care in the world, somebody lied. But let me assure you, this, like any story worth telling, it's all about matters of grave political import. I'd like to tell you that's me. Heck, I'd even take him. That's me.
Are you even vaccinated? You think I put that poison in me? Don't you care about individual rights? What do you think? Yeah, nerd.
Haha, I have a different political ideology than you, nerd.
Hey kiddo, how's life treating you today?
Oh, you know, not too great, Uncle Ben. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really contributing to society at all. Everyone in America seems so divided. Sometimes I wish we all agreed on the same things. Plus, I'm a geek in their eyes.
Well, you know what I always say.
With great power comes great responsibility.
No! The great thing about the English climate is its variation. It is not merely that you never know what the weather is going to do tomorrow, that each season of the year, and indeed each month, has its own clear-cut personality, like an old friend, or in the case of 2 or 3 months, an old enemy.
Don't lecture me, old man. What do you know?
By golly, I tried!
Uncle Ben!
George Orwell.
Uncle Ben! Uncle Ben!
Whoa!
Hey, man. Sorry about your uncle.
I have to show someone this. Probably. Oh, hey man, could you sit down 1 second?
Yeah, sure.
I was just wondering, have you heard about George Orwell and his essay Bad Climates Are Best?
No, what about it?
It's really interesting. Essentially, George Orwell, British critic and essayist, in 1946, wrote an essay called Bad Climates Are Best, where he wrote about how he wouldn't mind taking out January and February in the English climate.
Because it would be comparable to removal of tonsils in a human being, right?
Exactly. But, interestingly enough, he flips the script, saying if he had the power to change the climate, like the president, he wouldn't do it.
Wow. But why?
He says he'd prefer a bad climate to a perfect one.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to relate this to contemporary American politics and society in general?
Perhaps I am. I mean, the great thing about it is its variation. Now, yes, in America, the United States of it, we may have some arguably crazy or extreme opinions out there, right? And there is a divide. But this is exactly what makes America distinctly American. And if I could change this, like Orwell in his relation to bad climate in England, I don't think I would either.
Wouldn't it be nice if we agree on all the same things, though? Wouldn't a consistent climate be the best thing?
Orwell addresses that too, though. He says, in very many parts of the world, this is not so. In most eastern lands, there are only 3 seasons: the hot weather, the cold weather, and the rains. And in each of those 3 periods, one day is just like another day.
And how does that relate to America in this analogy?
Well, it could be argued that in other countries, there is no political divide because not everyone has the freedom to speak their mind and have an opinion. For that matter, there are certain countries on this earth where if you go and give your opinion, you'll be arrested. That isn't America.
What else does Orwell write about in this essay thing?
Bad Climates Are Best, 1946. Well, in the essay, he goes on to discuss the uniqueness of each month in England, but that's not too applicable here. Okay,
I think it is applicable here.
do you want to learn about George Orwell and his essay Bad Climates Are Best?
So where were you? Where were you going with that?
I'm sorry. In the essay, he raises, verbatim, what we shall have to decide if this notion of changing the climate ever becomes practicable is whether we want a dead level of continuous sunshine or a few exquisite days paid for with fog, mud, and sleet.
I think I know what you're getting at here. Our disagreements and tough times as a nation make the moments when we fully unite that much more special.
Yes, not only that, but a dead level of continuous sunshine plays into this totalitarian dystopian future, which Orwell also writes about in his novel, the dystopian novel, 1984.
Oh no, someone's been shot, apparently for having a different political opinion.
Wait, what? There's nothing that I can do about this. But maybe George Orwell can. Maybe Orwell-Man.
No! Help me! Oh man, help me!
Orwell-Man. This is why only fools are heroes. You never know when some lunatic is going to come around with a sadistic choice you have to make. The Democrat you love, or the little Republican.
For many Americans, conversations like this represent the darkest times in America, one where neighbors are pitted head to head in virtually every issue. What you, the average American, just witnessed can be interpreted through the lens of a selected piece by George Orwell, specifically the 1946 piece, Bad Climates Are Best.
Oh, really?
What makes America distinctly American is that a communist can live next to a capitalist. Kanye West can live next to Ben Shapiro. An activist can live next to a traditionalist, and a Democrat can live next to a Republican. You have the freedom to disagree in America. You have the freedom to be friends with who you want to be friends with, and have your own opinions, and not go to jail for what you believe.
That's very true.
In Bad Climates Are Best, 1946 by George Orwell, he said, "Perhaps 5 days out of 7 our climate gives us cause to curse it, but there are also days, especially in spring and autumn, when even the streets of London take on a beauty that is not to be found in sunnier lands." Similarly, America may have a large divide and political unrest, generally viewed as substandard, but we must be grateful for the opportunity to be divided. America may experience cause to curse it 5 days out of the week, but there will always be hope grounded in the fact that Americans are allowed to critique their country and each other. The ability for people to have all of these different views is good. The strength of America is that on the other 2 days of the week, we have compromises.
You know what? You provided a very strong, well-informed treatment of this contemporary subject, including an adequate introduction to it for me, your audience, Orwell-Man.
Don't do it.
But now, look at them arguing, and you have to make a choice. Okay, I give up, Orwell-Man.
Orwell-Man, your thesis, it was so perfect. Please, under that hat, tell me, are you Republican or are you a Democrat? I have to know, please tell me.
Doesn't matter. I can't.
Can I thank you?
How they knew it would work.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like, hey.
Whatever life holds in store for me, I will never forget these words. Bad climates are best. This is my gift, my curse. Who am I? I'm Orwell-Man.